the live stops, it got stuck. So this is what we're talking about today. We're talking about Bill Maher did an editorial 3 weeks ago, and he was talking about the Diddy trial, okay? And he said, he was basically saying that in this day and age, leave the first time. Now, I understand why he said that. And I've done now 3 videos on this, and I've had to stop it 3 times because when somebody calls through, it just messes the whole live up, okay? So I don't want to repeat everything I just did. You've got to catch up with the first one, okay? Now, the last live that I did for a smaller channel, 48 people were watching, and that's amazing. And I appreciate every single one of you. And if you've never been here before, I started this channel as a non-donation charity. I don't usually do these types of reactions. And I'm the best editor. I have the biggest editor brain in the world. I don't believe it. Somebody just called again. Okay, Ian, I'm on live if it was you. And thank you for calling me back. I need help with my computer. Anyways, here we go. This is Maureen's opinion on Bill Maher, and if she keeps it up, she's going to, you know what? There's nothing worse than cancel culture, and if Marine Callahan keeps going on and on and on about an editorial that Bill Maher did 3 weeks ago, he's never in the news like this. And she's stirring the pot because her whole idea, she says, this is what she said about Bill Maher. I watched that editorial and I couldn't believe what I was listening to. And I watched it hi Solar Tree. Oh, I'm so glad you're back. Every time somebody calls me, it screws everything up. But I'm not mad at the person that called. They didn't know I was doing a live, right? And this person, I called them to call me and they're calling me back. But if I don't finish this, I'll never get it done because my channel is light and fluffy. It's a non-donation charity. So monetization, when it happens, and I've already done 4 Amazon raffles. I keep track of everybody's name, and I'll show you where. I'll show you how I do it. And then we're going to talk about this because it's really bugging me. And please don't throw eggs at my opinion. Carol, are you coming back? Okay, so I'm going to I have to switch the phone here. Ready? A sponsorship calling? Huh. Interesting. Okay, so this is why I keep track of everybody's name. Remember Solar Tree, my leg, all of that. And I do have a video in reference to the origin intent goal of the channel. And it is, I want this to be a charity. So I give out money to people that need help, particularly for animals and for human beings. So I'm going to be 54 very, very soon. And you know what? I've been abused my whole life. And there's abuse where it's between 2 people, and then there's an abuse that you had no control over. And based on that, the surgeon from the Royal Victoria Hospital, Michael Corcola. Thank you so much. I like that, 48. 48 and sexy. Come on this channel with me. Okay, this is why I keep track of everybody. Ready? Okay, I need to change this to none, and then I need to turn this around. So I originally started the channel as Royal Pushback Aftermath, and I keep track of people's names on the mirror, or now it's in a book, so that when I have a raffle, when I have a raffle, I make sure that everybody knows that their name is in. So, oh, and we had a Meghan Markle trivia for $100, and do you know one person showed up? One person showed up, T-Bird. And so she won, obviously. And do you know what she said? Wait, no, I'm not an American. How did you know? An American, no. All right, let's go back to Marine and Bill. He was basically saying that Cassie Ventura should have left. You know, if you're freaked off, if you're in a freak off and you're trying to run away from it, and I understand, but I've got to be honest with you. Oh, no, I'm going to lie to you. Let me lie to you. Oh, babe. If you want to listen to a really good channel where a woman sings, her name is Ginny Lee Days. And she's a participant on this channel as well. And you know why I don't believe in like victimhood or survivorship? Because when I was victimized and assaulted in that surgery, and I've experienced DV, SA myself, and I stayed. However, what Bill was saying is that there's so much information out there now that, see, I'm 54 and I'm just learning all of this. Because when you're in trauma, it stunts your growth. You know, when Cassie Ventura met P. Diddy, she was 19 years old, but she wanted to be a star. And this is what Marine Callahan doesn't agree with. She blames it all on the man. No. When you're in a relationship with a man or a woman or whichever gender you are, or, you know, whatever relationships you're in, it takes two. But when you're completely violated and you have no control, that to me is victimhood. Like being in a war, like in Gaza, like that plane accident. That's victimhood, where you don't have the control to make a choice. You know, it takes 8 times for women to leave. And I really believe if anybody ever kicked me or hurt me like that, I would never, ever go back. But I do understand the grooming, because I experienced that, and it becomes like Stockholm syndrome. You get and you know why this happens? Because when you're a child, when you're born and you're a baby and you have parents that do not nurture you, love you, make you feel safe as a child, when you grow up, you've stunted your growth. So for example, I was anorexic from 10 to around 17, okay? And I never had a relapse of anorexia, but I never, ever talked about it until now, because I'm not ashamed of it, but I don't like talking about it. And people thought that was my choice. It wasn't a choice. It's a disease. It's a mental disorder. Candace Owens was anorexic. And that's why she sort of believes the same thing that I do. You know, if you think of yourself as a victim, you're going to act like one. I don't mean it like that. I mean, like we present ourselves to the world based on how we feel about ourselves, and our childhoods have everything to do, obviously, with how we turn out. So, for example, when I was anorexic, for those years, I stunted my maturity because I wasn't growing. I wasn't engaged in life. When this happened, I wasn't engaged in life, and that happened in 2017. Now I'm engaged in life because I realize how special life is. Because being violated where you have no control, and then there's two people. I can tell you I loved somebody so much, but if they ever asked me to have a freak off, I would have told them to F off. I think maybe freak off might be F off. Okay, this is what I wanted to show you. Ready? All right. I am such a good editor. Yeah, I'm the best editor in the world because I'm looking for the converter and I can't find it. There it is. There it is. Okay. Here we go. 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 Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay. We want apps. Oh, the TV's off. Lash. I had this all prepared. One sec. There we go. No, on. Toshiba. So, Solar Tree, tell me about you while we're waiting. Solar Tree, are you with me? How are all of you today? And did anything weird happen to anybody during the strawberry moon on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? Oh, those were weird days for me, let me tell you. Couldn't believe it. All right, so Bill Maher and Marine Callahan, where's the video? Because it's really important. Because I will never unsubscribe to Marine. I'll never unsubscribe. Here we go. Ready? Well, just a minute now. There was a strawberry moon. And on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I took a video of it on my channel because I do light and fluffy stuff here. All right, here we go.